Hello everybody and welcome to Cook with Zunsar. Today we are making this lovely and amazing bounty cake. So it's a chocolate cake with some coconut filling. So let's go and do this lovely recipe. To make this lovely bounty cake, we're gonna need 9 eggs. We must separate the yolks with the whites in two different bowls. I'm making a bigger recipe of chocolate cake at this time. If you want a smaller recipe, I'm gonna put the link in the description of a small chocolate cake recipe. So I finished separate the yolks and the whites. It's time to add the sugar in the yolks. We must add around 2 cups of sugar in the yolks. Then after adding the sugar, it's time to add our flour. We're gonna add around 2.5 cup of flour. All those ingredients we're just adding now on the yolks. Then I'm gonna let you know what to do with the egg whites. So after adding the flour, we're gonna add 1 cup of oil. In this case, we are making a chiffon cake. That's why we use oil instead of butter. Then we're gonna add 1.5 cup of water. And it's time to add our cocoa powder. We're gonna add around 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I used a good quality of cocoa powder to make this recipe, so we have that chocolatey, delicious flavor on our cake. Then we're gonna add a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and then it's time to whisk all the egg whites. Now I am assembling the electric mixer to whisk the egg whites. We must whisk all those egg whites very nicely until stiff and peak in form. How you gonna know that the egg whites are done? The egg whites are done when you turn the bowl upside down and it doesn't fall it out. So we must beat this all nicely until stiff and fluffy. Then the egg whites are done. As you can see, the egg whites are done and stiff. Now it's time to whisk with the electric mixer all the all the ingredients that we put in the yolk. And now we're gonna mix all this very nicely until very nicely incorporated. As much as you whisk all these ingredients, the more fluffy the cake gonna look. So we must whisk all this very nicely until very nicely incorporated. Now that all the ingredients are incorporated and beat very nicely, you can see some bubbles, so it means it's very nicely whisked. We're gonna add 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and then we're gonna use a spatula to mix all this very nicely. Now it's time to add our egg whites. So we're gonna take half of this egg whites and we're gonna incorporate slowly on the chocolate batter. We just have to incorporate very slowly. We just mix all this nicely, slowly, just folding in nicely. So now the batter that we finish mix, we're just gonna add in the rest of the egg whites, and then with the spatula incorporate very nicely but very carefully so all the air doesn't go out. In some parts you're gonna see that I'm incorporating this batter very fast. Don't worry, I just put the video fast forward so you don't get bored with our this lovely chocolate bounty cake video. So let's fold this very carefully. If you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Sarah and welcome to Cook with Zunsar. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon so you get our new videos update whenever I post. So I finished prepare all the cake batter pans. I'm making 5 small baking pans. So add the batter in your baking pan, and then it's time to take all these cakes in the oven. Now it's time to bake this for 180 degrees for 45 minutes. So now the cakes are out of the oven. We must place the cakes upside down on top of 2 bowls or on top of a grill so all the steam goes out. Now we're going to prepare our bounty filling. To make this filling, we're going to add 100 grams of desiccated coconut and half tin of condensed milk. We just have to mix all this nicely until very nicely incorporated. So our filling is done. This filling might look so strange, but don't worry, it looks so delicious inside the chocolate cake. Once our bounty filling is nicely mixed, it's time to prepare our chocolate ganache. To make our chocolate ganache, we're gonna add 80 grams of chocolate. I use dark chocolate, around 70% dark. And then it's time to add some fresh cream. We're gonna add around 3/4 cup of fresh cream or whipping cream. Some people know as whipping cream. And then we're gonna put on slow all this and let the chocolate melt. So all the chocolate now is melting. So we just have to mix all this until it start getting little thick. Then it's time to add our condensed milk. As you can see, it's getting smooth and little bit thick and very nicely is incorporated the chocolate and the cream. So we're gonna add now condensed milk. We're gonna add condensed milk per taste. As more sweet you want, you just add the condensed milk. Keep mixing. Mix all this very nicely in a low flame until it gets thick and creamy. Then our chocolate ganache is done and is ready to pour on our cake. So I finish unmold the cake. I'm making 2 layers of cake. So in one of the part of the cake, we're gonna add all that bounty filling. I'm just rolling with a piping bag so it's easy for me to pour this filling. If you don't want to put with a piping bag, you just use a spatula and you just add it on top of the cake. And then I'm gonna take a knife and just spread nicely to look even. And then it's time to add our second layer of the cake. So I'm adding here the second layer very carefully on the center. And then we're gonna add our chocolate ganache. You just pour all the chocolate ganache on the cake. Once it's all covered, you just have to decorate this. As you can see, this ganache is so creamy and nice. Now I am decorating this cake with some mint chocolate because I wanted something different and not so sweet. And the mint cuts the sweetness of the cake. You can also decorate with some bounty chocolates. So it's now time to enjoy this lovely cake. Let's give a cut. Hope you enjoyed this lovely video. If you like our videos, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon so you're gonna get our new videos updates whenever I post. Now I took out this lovely slice of our bounty cake. Now it's time to enjoy this lovely cake. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video. Lots of love.